Namaste to all. A wonderful article written by my Acharya on the topic Overcome Death from his magazine Ved Ishwarya Vani. My Acharya writes like this: We daily observe that several human beings meet with death, and such departed souls start their journey for a hidden, untrodden space where nobody becomes able to visit with the human body. In fact, according to Yajurveda mantra 1 by 1, the human body has been provided by God to the soul to do worship, to destroy sorrows, to overcome cycle of birth and death, and thus attain salvation. Otherwise, according to Patanjali Rishi's Yoga Shastra Sutra 2 by 3, amongst the five great sufferings, the most sorrowful suffering to be experienced is death. Besides, it is an eternal and everlasting truth that the death swallows learned as well as ignorant persons equally. Yoga Shastra Sutra 2 by 9 also refers. Living beings include human beings, but there is a vast difference between the two. That is, human beings, if follow spiritual and worldly pious paths simultaneously, then they become able to overcome death and thus make their future bright by destroying all sorrows and attaining salvation, whereas the said opportunity has not been awarded by Almighty to the other living beings. Let us also pay our attention towards Chanakya Niti, which preaches that there are four qualities which are equally applicable to human beings and other living beings. Those qualities are eating, sleeping, fearing, and reproducing. But one divine quality of dharma, that is worship, to discharge moral duties towards family, society, and nation, and to do only the pious deeds which are mentioned in Vedas, distinguish human beings from other living beings. Therefore, if human beings do not follow the said path, naturally no difference remains between the two, that is, God and learned treat human beings like other living beings, and accordingly the result of karmas in the shape of sorrows is awarded to them, and facing of cycle of birth and death continues. So those who are desirous of overcoming death, destroying the sorrows, experiencing divine pleasure and attaining salvation being the main motto of human life, then those aspirants will have to follow the Vedic path to worship the greatest formless Almighty God, who is divine form of light, who creates, nurses and destroys the universe, whose name, form and unlimited divine qualities are mentioned in eternal knowledge of Vedas by God Himself. You see, without knowing the said God, nobody can overcome the cruel and the most painful suffering, which is death. In this regard, I would like to quote here Yajurveda mantra 31 by 18, which says, Veda hametam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasah parastat Tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanyah pantah vidyate ayanaya. In this Ved mantra, there is a preach to an aspirant. So let us be good aspirants by listening Vedas, my Acharya writes. The meaning of the mantra: O aspirant, Veda, I know the God who creates all the worldly matters from the Prakriti. Mahantam means who has unlimited divine qualities. Aditya Varnam means who is form of divine light. That is, Almighty God gives the light to sun, moon and the whole world, but He never takes light from any source. Tamasah Parastat means who is away from ignorance and illusion. Purusham, He is Almighty and perfect in all respects. Tameva Viditva, by knowing Him only, you, Atiyeti, can overcome Mrityum, the severe pain of death. In the last, the mantra also preaches a deep advice for the whole universe that Anyah Pantah na Vidyate. That is, without knowing the said God, there is no other path to overcome the death and by destroying the sorrows to attain final liberation. What a beautiful meaning written by my Acharya. My Acharya further writes, in fact, the traditional Vedic preach from learned Rishi Munis has been meant for a good aspirant, and since we are human beings and our main motto of life is to attain salvation by worshipping God, by following the Vedic path, therefore it is our moral duty entrusted by Almighty God in the Vedas to become good aspirants, in the absence of which we would not be able to know the eternal, everlasting, immortal, omnipresent and Almighty God. whose description is mentioned in Vedas by God Himself and not by any other human being, etc. Otherwise, what would be the use of doing the worship without knowing the above cited God? Ask Vedas. You know, the above quoted Yajurveda mantra 31/18 emphasis forcefully that the death is overcome by knowing the only God who has been described as above and whose unlimited divine qualities are mentioned in Vedas by God Himself and not by any Rishi Muni or human being. So, like the previous yugas, we will have to revert back to Vedas to escape from the cruel claws of death. I think this kind of translation of Veda mantras is impossible to get in current times. I hope you like this small audio. I request you to again and again listen as well as spread to the people who are in search of knowledge or want of knowledge. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.